I'm Foster. I have here with me Blitzen. I'm going to go ahead and do a grooming and tacking for Western riding, just trail riding. Blitzen is not fully trained. Unfortunately, can't use Montz. He's just too ill. So I do have him being held right now. He may get a little bit grouchy, move around a little bit, but we're going to try and do our best with him. So the first thing I'm going to do when I groom him is use a round rubber curry and go in circular motions. This is to help break up all that dirt. So I am going to be sticking to his left side today. I don't have any room to walk in front of him, and he strikes if you go behind him, and it's very dangerous. So I am just going to groom his entire left side and tack him up on the left side. He still needs lots and lots of training. So after the round rubber curry, I'm going to go to a bit of a hard brush and just do kind of light to medium strokes to get with the way his hair flows to help brush some of that off. Make sure I get all underneath of his belly and where that girth is gonna go. That way nothing's rubbing or pinching. And then the next brush that I would be using is a softer brush or a body brush. No, I don't have a body brush, but that would be the order that I would use it in. And then, like I said, the soft brush. That soft brush I would be using more for his legs, so that way that hard brush isn't creating any tender spots. And I don't want to use anything rough on his legs or in any areas that would cause him discomfort. I also have a main brush that I can just kind of start at the bottom and work my way up on his mane. On these brushes, I try and be really gentle with him because this is something that he's learning. And actually, when training him, I use a lot of the softer brushes because I want him to understand what a gentle touch is. He came from an abusive home, so I'm like I said, I only use a rubber curry, a hard brush, and then I have a soft brush that I would use. I don't use a metal curry on him because I think that it's metal. It intimidates him. And this, I don't want him to think I'm pulling or anything like that, so I just do little bits at a time with him. And then the next thing I would be doing is picking his hoofs. He does not allow anyone to pick up his back hoofs. We have to fully sedate him, anesthetize, so he's out entirely for the farrier to come out. We have a vet and farrier come out at the same time. But I'm going to see if he'll let me pick up one of his front hoofs. And then I'm just going to take it out real quick. When I go to pick up his hoof, I'm going to kind of twist that chestnut just a little bit, and that works best for him when getting him to pick up his hoof. Next up, like I said, I'm just going to stick to grooming his left side because he will not let me walk around. So I'm going to go ahead and grab his saddle pad. And I'm going to let him know that I'm coming up here to place this on him because this does scare him. He does not like to be saddled. Now he did a little bit of twitching. You can't really see his face. And he pinned his ears. So that's where I give him a minute and I reassure him and let him know that it's okay, that, I'm not here to hurt him. pad, then I'll move to the saddle. Now when we go to cinch him up, he kicks with his back legs, so this is where I take my time, make sure that he's comfortable with it. Alright, so he's not kicking just yet. I just got a work saddle up on him. I want to make sure that this saddle pad is covering his withers. He's a bit of a stockier thoroughbred, as top line's pretty filled out compared to some of my others. So he doesn't have as much of a specialized saddle pad as some of the others. So next up, I am going to gently lay this down. I might actually be able to fit around the front. I'll see if he'll let me. Okay. The biggest thing is not to walk behind him. He said he kicks, not nicely either. So, got my Latigo strap here. I'm gonna put my stirrup up so I can see everything. So I'm gonna stay. There we go. And then gently, I'm gonna reach under here and grab the girth. And I have to pay very close attention. As he just stated, he just started kicking. He does kick to get you, unfortunately. Like I said, that comes from an abusive past that he had, and we're very cautious with him. You know, we like to respect that. You know, he's scared, and that's where we spend a lot of our time with, is trying to make sure that he feels comfortable. And unfortunately, it's not one of those things, or yeah, it doesn't happen overnight. So we're very patient with him, and you know, I'm not going to scold him for being scared. I'm going to put this on very loosely because he's getting upset. And I'm just going to do a small knot, just being careful that he doesn't go to kick. And then I'm going to lay that down. Now he is getting a little agitated. Next up, I'm going to actually back him up, and then I'm going to grab his bridle. Would you grab the bridle that's hanging up over there? Back. Back. Well, 1 second. Here. So here I have a Western bridle. I don't have any reins on because he doesn't do this often. I am going to leave his halter on. The issue with taking his halter off is that he probably will rear and break away. We have a snowstorm right now, and we're very crammed in a barn, unfortunately. But I'm going to see how he does with just letting me place it on over. Ooh. So my first step is I'm going to place the lead rope around his neck, and then whoop. I'm going to wait for him to calm down.